Hey. This is Miss Valley Gaming, and my name is Dredd, or as I like to call this now, Miss Valley Arts and Entertainment. So, welcome to a little chat that I want to have. I want to call Art versus Entertainment. Now, one of the reasons, and there's several, but one of the reasons this has come up in my mind lately, art versus entertainment, is because just recently I have started doing reaction videos to the great singer Dimash. Now, this has brought in an influx to my site of Dimash fans, and that's awesome. As much as they welcome me, I welcome them right back. And it has really it has really been a trip. It has been awesome to have all these people flooding to my site, checking out not only Dimash videos but some other stuff. This has been awesome. But this is where the arts versus entertainment began to come up for me, because I feel a pressure within myself, not put on me by anybody else, but a pressure within myself to say, with all these number of people coming here just lately, how do I give them what they're looking for? Right? How do I give them the entertainment that they are looking for here? And it's very easy to say, well, just be yourself, that's what brought them. Or just do Dimash videos, that's what brought them. And there's truth to both those things. But I'm trying to always think in my mind, what kind of entertainment are they looking for from this site? And how do I make sure they find it here? Because, yes, people are going to come and go from this site, but I don't want to lose a large chunk of people because I've veered away from what they want to see. I feel like I have an obligation, as much as possible, to try to entertain and to understand what entertainment people want. The other side of this is I do consider myself an artist. I'm a music lover. I'm a gaming lover. I'm a sports lover. I love cats. But this site that started out as Miss Valley Gaming and is still officially called Miss Valley Gaming, now the big Miss Valley Art and Entertainment complex here, it's my baby. It's something born of my vision and now changing from my vision as well. But I always want to be careful. I don't want to do anything that compromises what I feel is right either. That's the artsy side of me. The one that says, pull back. Whoa, don't chase the money. Don't go chasing after the views. Don't go chasing after, the subscriptions. Don't try to pull people in and do what they want. Do what you want. Stay true to the art. So the art versus entertainment question is a very difficult one. And I think it's at some point going to be difficult for all serious YouTube content creators. I know there are people who I know, and I'm not going to name them, and they are perfectly entitled to their opinion. People that are also YouTube content creators who have suggested to me that what I'm doing in the last little while is wrong. They see that I'm bringing in people by doing something outside of what my channel was originally set up to do, which is gaming. They see me now I'm doing reaction videos, I'm doing music videos, I'm doing sports videos. You're doing things, Dredd, they're basically saying, that's outside of what you started your channel to be. And therefore, you had an artistic goal and you veered off it. Now, I tend to see it as I'm adding more artistic stuff to my site, stuff that appeals to me and appeals to others. But they are welcome to their opinion, but they're not only welcome to their opinion is also valid in many ways. So let's talk a little bit about this in terms that I can understand, and maybe when I talk about it, you can understand this a little bit better as well. Anybody heard of the band Opeth? Opeth was a progressive metal band that was formed in about 1989. So they had early albums like Orchid, Morning Rise, My Arms, Your Hearse, and Still Life. Uh, these had black metal and death metal vocals prevalent in them, and had a lot of very heavy music interspersed with some more artsy portions. Their later albums moved to almost exclusively clean vocals, not quite exclusive, but almost. And they instilled even more jazz and acoustic musical pieces into their songs. Now, I can't remember what it's called, but I have a DVD of Opeth performing two different sets. Uh, one is basically an acoustic set with a little bit of other heavy stuff thrown in, not much, and then one is a heavier set. And it's off their Deliverance and Damnation albums, which were released back to back, and one was heavy and one was light. And you see the crowd at the concert when they're playing the acoustic stuff, everybody standing, everybody staring, everybody dead silent as they concentrate. And you can tell they are taking in and drinking in the artistry of the moment. And those same fans are rocking out when they later play the set that's heavy. This was a very, very interesting turn of events for Opeth. They were a heavy band who was known as, being a little artsy, and they went full on artsy at one point, and jazz and acoustic musical pieces added into their arrangements, their songs. They ran the risk of alienating fans, of their early fans. They really did. But I think if you talk to someone who knows hard and heavy music, they will tell you Opeth is one of the more interesting bands of the 21st century. So for a band like Opeth, adding more art into their art and not worrying as much about, well, the people are expecting this one thing. Now, they didn't completely do away with everything that they had at the beginning, but they've slowly added more and more other influences to it. It really worked out for the band. Now, my next example is the band Def Leppard. Their first 5 albums, I feel, are somewhat legendary in the heavy metal and hard rock fields. But as they aged, they lost a lot of their energy and their edge. And they came up with more and more ballads and more mid-tempo rock songs. Their writing itself didn't slip. It was their edge and their heaviness. Now, did this play out well with the fans? In my opinion, as a fan of Def Leppard in the early days, it didn't go so well. Now, your answer may be different, and when it comes to liking music, that's very, very subjective, so I understand that. Everyone's going to answer the question of, was it good for Def Leppard to change to a slower rock kind of format? They're all going to answer that differently. Now, interestingly enough, you could turn around and look at a band like Aerosmith and say, man, going more commercial really worked for that band. They got more fans than ever, and probably more money than ever as well. So it's an interesting look at things. Now, one more band I want to bring up. Some of you may not know this band, but I know this band, and I followed them a lot as a young adult. So Stryper was a Christian metal band, burst onto the scene with albums like The Yellow and Black Attack, Soldiers Under Command, and To Hell with the Devil in the 80s. By the year 2005 and the Reborn album, they had lost their way, and they had lost the true Stryper sound. Fans began to clamor for a return to heaviness. The band listened and fashioned a strong marriage between the popular past sound and new songwriting and recording techniques, which drew their fans back in and went on to increase their popularity. And they have since followed with 7 strong, heavy, and well-selling albums. So I've looked at this in the field of music because I started out talking about reaction videos and homage. Art versus entertainment. Again, for a YouTube content creator, this is a tough call. Where do you feel like you're pulling away from the art and just trying to entertain people? What am I going to put on a funny hat? Am I going to dance a jig, right? Just to entertain? Am I going to speak in baby voices just to, like people will look at that and they'll say, whoa, 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 you weren't doing that before. You're doing that now. It may be entertaining people, but you're selling out, right? On the other hand, if you say, I'm sticking to my one vision, I'm sticking with it forever, and I'm never ever changing or adding anything to it, and then you're losing people, and people are no longer as interested, and less people are showing up to your channel, who are you entertaining anymore? Again, art versus entertainment. You have to find a marriage between the two that you're happy with. You're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of art at times. You're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of entertainment at times. And if you do it just right and you work on it very hard, you could eventually, I believe, settle into a comfort zone where you no longer feel like you've lost a little art and a little entertainment, but you felt like you gained all the art and all the entertainment that you could ever want. That's where I hope to land in that sweet spot. So I don't have all the answers. Sometimes I don't think I have any of the answers, God damn it. Let me be honest, I don't. But I am striving to find that right spot. I don't want to come on video and put on a show just to try to make somebody stick around. I'm going to try very hard not to have that happen. But at times I'm going to do things that people find entertaining and they're going to look at and they're going to be like, somebody who's new may look at that and be like, this person's just being an idiot. They're just trying to get views. Hopefully if you stick around long enough, you're going to realize that's not necessarily the case. I'm just an idiot normally. I'm kind of a goofball, and when I get in the right mood, I'm going to do goofy things. I hope they're entertaining. They're entertaining for me. I entertain the heck out of myself. I art the heck out of myself. I don't know what that means, but whatever. So Miss Valley Gaming has become, in all extents and purposes, Miss Valley Arts and Entertainment, because that is the way my vision now looks at things. I am going to entertain you as best as I can. I'm also going to be true to the art. As I said, we're going to have sports. We're going to have conversations. We're going to have music. We're going to have reaction videos. We're going to have gaming. We're just going to have fun here. We're going to allow people to have conversations. We're going to allow people to come in and have differing opinions. We might even verge on an occasional argument, although really I hope to keep the peace because underneath the arts and entertainment banner, there's a room for everybody. Except when you want to point fingers and chastise somebody for not doing things the way you do it. You know what? Not everyone's going to do it the way I do it. I really hope they don't. And many people who do things differently than me are going to be successful in their own right. That's okay. I'm not worried about their success. I am worried about my success. My long-term success as a channel. Heck yeah, I'm concerned about that every day. And I'm going to get there by being myself, by being as honest with you as I can, painfully sometimes, continue to grow the art part of this channel, and try my heck to be entertaining. If you got comments, suggestions, or just, a haiku about ponies that like to eat butterflies, I dig hearing them. Tell me why black metal is better than country in 3 words or less. I'm willing to hear that. I'm probably willing to applaud it, and I don't even listen to black metal that much. You know what I'm saying? Let's have conversations here. Don't be afraid to start a conversation. Don't be afraid to ask a question. Chances are I'm going to answer it the best of my ability, and maybe we'll end up being internet friends. Maybe we'll be closer friends. Maybe we won't. Maybe you'll go off in a huff because you didn't agree with me. Please don't. You don't need to. You can disagree with me and stick around. This is Miss Valley Arts and Entertainment. I got nothing more to say. I expended all my energy in this video already. I've been talking in circles because this is what I do. This is, you know what? This is actually literally what I do 24/7. When I don't know what I'm thinking, but I think there's a thought there, I talk in a circle around the thought and keep going, and the circle gets tighter and tighter. And as I'm talking, I'm realizing, okay, my thought is actually, bing, this is actually my thought. And after talking a while, I come up with it. And really, my thought is I want you all to be here, to be comfortable, to be entertained, and to see the art, and to enter into both. Take ownership of your entertainment here. Take ownership of the art here. Be involved. Be informed. I welcome you. You are all welcome to Miss Valley Arts and Entertainment. Thank you so much. Peace out, everybody.